All right, hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. He's Drew Martin, I'm Peter Loshak. It's Monday, August 7th, and the football season is right around the corner, but we are continuing our in-depth coverage of MLB. I kind of like these months, Drew Martin. As I've told you, I do better in all sports in the second half of seasons, and I just like baseball in August and in September. There's a few things I'm looking at. Of course, the first thing in baseball that we have to talk about is the Dodgers just rolling game in and game out. Not because Kershaw's starting every game all of a sudden. It's because they're just awesome and dominating. Second story in baseball, Bartolo Colon keeps getting thrown out there. And in his last start, he actually threw a complete game and got a win. But once again, the first 5 innings team total over cashed again with Bartolo Colon. So the good news is he's going to be making another start, at least one more start, probably a few more now after that complete game. So we'll talk about that. He's slated to start on Wednesday. And in other news, also Milwaukee continues to be slumped out offensively, right?
Yeah.
What a weird team.
They were so good in the beginning of the year. I mean, you know who I like tonight, though?
Yeah.
Suter on the mound.
Yeah, Suter. Now, Suter's a tricky guy because he had a bunch of excellent starts. His last start was a little bit, more back down to earth. And actually, Jimmy the Bag in our morning show today made an excellent comment about Suter. He said that Suter's the kind of guy that people might get some footage on and start to make some adjustments on.
That's true. Teams have seen him the second time around.
Or even just have, more footage to work with.
Yeah.
So that might, for a while, Suter was a guy I was betting on every game. Tonight, I'm not on that game because it's against Santana, another guy you never quite know what you're getting. And Milwaukee has been just a weird team. Now, I mean, their last series against Tampa Bay, they actually won 2 out of those 3 games, but they're winning them 2-0 1-zip.
Good pitching performance.
Just a weird team. So we'll talk about that in a second. First of all, I will just take a quick left turn here. I do have my CFL Player of the Week, Drew Martin, and
what is it?
Cashed again.
BC Lions.
No, it's BC Saskatchewan over 54.5.
Okay.
But I cashed again last week, and I've hit like 5 or 6 weeks in a row, something like that. Like every week is cashed. Again, last week I had the over in the Edmonton game. 2 weeks ago it was Saskatchewan. 3 weeks ago I don't remember, but I've been cashing the CFL Play of the Week almost every week.
And how are you doing overall in CFL?
Oh, very well. Here, maybe I can show you my I track my picks on covers here, and as you can see, ATS, like I said, 50-50, right?
Yep.
Totals, boom, 14-7.
14-7.
Very nice. Very nice. So
67%.
Yes, that's right. Well, 14-7. Small sample size. But all right, so let's get. Anyway, point is my CFL Play of the Week is Saskatchewan BC over 54.5. And here you can see right there. Drew Martin, you think I'm not lying? Here you go. Over.
Pending picks.
Yep. BC, Saskatchewan, over 54.5. Top play. All right. So let's get to MLB. There's some interesting series, Drew Martin. The first one that I'd like to discuss with you is the Houston at the White Sox. Now, the White Sox have been horrific, right? An absolute auto fade. And Houston definitely their offense has taken a step down since losing Correa and Springer. Still a great team, though. Overall, Houston plus 36% ROI on the road. White Sox minus 7% ROI at home. White Sox have just been awful. Houston has been slumping a bit recently, but, the question is just how much of an edge does Houston have here and how much of an edge will the market be giving them? I don't know. I'm thinking, is there any way I can take the White Sox this series? What do you think?
I mean, at a certain price, I think
right.
so, price point standpoint, but I am not looking to step in front of Houston. I mean, minus 240-ish showing up right now with Keuchel going tomorrow against Holland, 2 southpaws. And that you're laying that price on the road. Now, granted, the White Sox are down year to date at home, but still, Houston is still a little nicked up, not banged up, but a couple guys nicked up, and
key guys nicked up.
Yeah,
but I mean, Houston's not just down year to date at home. Over their past 40 games or whatever, they're like the anti-Dodgers. I mean, they've been just losing game.
You're right.
Game. They're that bad.
So how do you lay 250 with them?
I don't know. It is tough. I will say that that line is already out. There's a bunch of Tuesday bets that I've already made, and that game I have not bet yet. I didn't take Houston. I didn't take a total. I'm still waiting to see. I might just wind up taking the Houston team total over or the first 5 innings team total over because Holland is just absolutely horrific.
Yeah.
And the big question is Keuchel. His 2 starts back so far have not been good. Now, a lot of substandard pitchers have had one-off great starts against this version of the White Sox. But what do we expect from Keuchel going forward? Do you have anything to say about that?
No, I don't have much. I'm not looking to auto fade him, Pete, but at the same time, yeah, I'm not laying 250 with him, especially. I don't know, the White Sox lineup. He could run through that 7 innings.
So I'm not sure what I think about that one. Then on Wednesday it'll be interesting because we have McHugh against Gonzalez, and McHugh's has been good since coming back from the DL, and McHugh of course has a lesser name than Keuchel, so we might see a significantly more modest line for Houston on Wednesday. So that might be my favorite game out of all three of the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday games to actually take a shot with Houston. What do you think?
And I could see Houston doing work against Miguel Gonzalez.
Yes. So out of all the three, and then on Thursday you have Peacock against Rodon, and Rodon is off of 2 straight excellent starts, Drew Martin. And we knew that when Rodon got his proverbial shit together, his metaphorical shit together, he might be an elite or near elite starter. And his last 2 starts have been awesome, Drew Martin.
Yeah, they have. I mean, a former Wolfpack star there.
Rodon, yes.
Yeah, I like that guy.
So, but then again, with Rodon, you never know. He's still not reliable, just 2 starts there. So I'm not sure what that line's going to be. I don't know. I'm probably going to just pass on that one. But out of those three games, definitely Wednesday might be the best spot to take a shot with Houston. And again, on tomorrow's game, when the team totals come out, it might just be worth it to say screw Keuchel and whatever's going to happen with him. If he throws a shutout, great. If he gets hit, great. I'm just going to take the team total over with Houston in that one. It's an interesting series for sure. Then another interesting one is the Yanks against Toronto. Now the Yanks, have been a little bit, uninspiring recently. They also have a few big injuries offensively, of course. And the Yanks have a negative record on the road. Toronto, though, minus 12% ROI at home. Sonny Gray they got, and he was not that great in his first start for the Yankees. He's making his second start on Thursday. The Yankees, are they going to be overvalued? This is a tough series. It's just interesting to me.
It is. I mean, what do you think about Toronto lately?
Well, they're a team that I'm looking to, in general, looking to fade and to take unders with. But I don't feel like I've had a great success. I did take a very small shot early on with an opening line on tomorrow's game, Sabathia against Happ on the under 9.5. Happ's off of a great start, and the question is he going to do that again? Not exactly sure. And Sabathia's last 2 starts weren't that good, but I'm thinking he might come in here and have an okay start. So I'm looking, and it was only because it was 9.5. It was just on the cusp. I did take a shot with 9.5. I got minus 108 on the under. It's tricky. I'm thinking that the Yankees might be a good bet against Toronto again on Wednesday. Tanaka against Valdez, and Tanaka has been dealing.
Yeah, he's been good.
Yeah, how big of a favorite will the Yankees be here? I mean, Tanaka gets respect, but I feel like because of his year-long stats and the fact he gets blown up once in a while, you don't see the minus 200 lines with Tanaka, right?
Not very often.
But I feel like when he's on his game, he's every bit as good as those minus 200 starters. So I'm thinking about looking at the Yankees tomorrow, on Wednesday, when that line opens, Tanaka against Valdez, and Valdez, of course, has had 2 terrible starts. And then on Thursday, another tough one. Gray was not awesome with his first start going up against Estrada. And Estrada pitching better recently. Now, for a while, he was a guy who I was looking generally to as a guy who I was assuming to be overvalued every start. Recently, though, he's been better. Again, I'm not sure what to think about the Yankees matchup on Thursday. Estrada against Gray.
Yeah, it's Gray's second start. So I looked to back him more than his first start.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. I'm just a little bit concerned that Estrada might be getting significantly better recently, and that he might be able to maintain that going forward, because he had 2 starts against weak teams where you kind of want to throw them out. But then his last start was, I think, against Houston, and it was also a good start. So I'm not sure. But then again, Gray might also be good. So, yeah. So we'll see what the line is. I'm definitely looking to take the Yankees on Wednesday with Tanaka against Valdez, and then maybe on Thursday if it's not too big of a favorite line for the Yankees. I'm not sure. That's a tricky one. But again, Wednesday shaping up to maybe be a good day in MLB. Let's see. Another series that's caught my attention. We'll talk about that in a second. Is there anything you'd like to bring to your attention, Drew Martin?
Yeah, one game in particular, but could I give a shout out on the chat box?
Oh, sure. Shout it out.
Yeah, we got Matthew Barnum. What's up, dude? Nice meeting you, man. Cool guy. Magooster, 99. What a weekend. And he wants asking about the shirt I got on. It took me a while to get one of these shirts. They kind of hold on to these pretty tightly.
Well, because look how well made they are. Look how shiny that is. You can't get shine like that cheap. You gotta fork out the bucks to make it. That's a fucking
I want to get out on
couture shirt there.
Yeah, so I don't know where to lead you on that one. We might have to do like a big raffle for one of these. It can't just be given out to to anyone, but you'd definitely be on the list, Magooster. What else we got? What
Look
up,
at this.
Pete?
Bailey Power making fun of me. Pete is best CFL handicapper in the world. Look, I picked a couple of nice picks out of my ass, and I tell them all before the games, way before, and I'm telling you, my best bet this week is BC Saskatchewan over 54.5.
So you're better than Ian Cameron.
No, I do what the guy's making fun of me. The guy's fucking giving me some shit there. Look, CFL is such a tiny sample size that I don't know even if you have a great CFL season if you can say that wasn't due to variance. But I'm just saying. I've given all my CFL picks way before kickoff. So this is not unless I'm, my top pick CFL picks every week have cashed this week. And again, look, if the Saskatchewan pick loses, it loses. But if the over cashes again, I'll be like, boom, another one. That's my official CFL play of the week this week. All right, so now getting back to a very, very interesting series. Let's talk. This is a series where I'm not sure if we'll wind up with any betting value, but it's nice to talk about these juicy series. LA Dodgers at Arizona. Now, of course, LA, I think now their official record is 42-8 over their last 50. I think that's what it is. Their next series, they go into Arizona. Now, my sense is that if there is a series where the Dodgers might not be as valuable, it might be this series. But again, with how strong the Dodgers have been, maybe it's just that they're not quite as valuable in this series as they've been in others. I don't know if you want to bet against them, but the Arizona, plus 18% ROI overall on the year at home. Of course, they added Martinez. They've added some guys to improve. The Dodgers also traveling cross country all the way back from the Mets. So if there's any kind of series where we want to bet against the Dodgers, this might be it. But maybe it's still not smart. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, on the road, it's interesting because these two teams play so often. I mean, I'm very surprised by this price. -124 right now at Heritage.
You mean for the Tuesday game?
Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah. The opening price, I thought it would be up, at least in the 140s. So that makes me look towards the Dodgers. But.
Yeah, I did look at that game, and that's also, sorry, we got our rain out there. That's another game that I didn't touch. I completely agree with you. If Arizona had been a bigger home underdog, I probably would have taken a shot with Arizona because Godley's been great. But at just that low of a line with the Dodgers, how well they've been playing, and Maeda starting, who's been every bit as good. Now, the interesting game, once again, might be on Wednesday. We have Wood against Greinke, and some people have been, pointing out that Wood's velocity has been going down a little bit. His last 3 starts were notably not nearly as good as the rest of his starts this year. His last start, he didn't give up a lot of runs, but he also only had 2 strikeouts. So Wood is clearly.
So it's Wood versus Greinke.
Yes.
Wednesday.
Yes.
That might be. What do you got the price on that?
Oh my God! I have no. I mean,
who's even going to be favored?
I have to assume that the Dodgers will be a very tiny favorite. I guess I have no idea. My guess would be it'll be like Dodgers -112, Arizona +104, something like that. I don't really know, but Greinke gets a lot of respect, and Greinke's been pitching well. So if there's a game in this series where I'd look for the Dodgers to maybe time a loss by the Dodgers, I think it would be on Wednesday, Wood against Greinke, and +105. Would I take Arizona? Yeah, maybe I would, Drew Martin.
Yeah,
maybe
I would too.
Maybe I would too. Maybe I would. Yeah,
because it's the Dodgers, so they're gonna go with Greinke if he's hot, 7th, 8th inning.
I mean, they're going to lose a couple of games at some point. So I don't know. It's anyone who's been on that Dodgers train for the past 2 months. Congratulations, you have definitely been cashing. And then Thursday, Darvish makes his next start. I didn't see the reported starting pitcher for Arizona. And Darvish, of course, first start was awesome. That's another one. We'll see how big of a favorite they are, but I could see Darvish after his first start now going into Arizona, facing that lineup, and maybe not being quite as sharp as he was in his first start for the Dodgers. What a friggin' juggernaut. All right, let's get to some individual starting pitching matchups that I want to highlight on Tuesday. This is a tough one. Sale against Pruitt. Sale, of course, had a terrible start his last time out, as predicted by Robert. Did you know, Drew Martin? There was a commenter, a regular commenter named Robert Peake, who actually predicted not that Sale was a good fade, but that Sale would get crushed. And he did.
Yeah, when he was the only -140 favorite.
I don't remember what the lineup of the game was. I don't remember anything. But
I remember it. I was watching that show. Yeah.
This guy. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Robert Peake. 3 comments right here. That's the guy who predicted Sale will get crushed. So now Sale's next start is tomorrow against Tampa Bay. Sale also gets extra rest. His last start was also on a Tuesday, so he's got 6 nights of rest for this start. My assumption is that he's got to be back in business here, although Sale did give up 2 home runs in each of his last 2 games against Tampa Bay. So I have to assume Sale will be better, but maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see if Robert Peake has anything to say about
Robert Peake. Chime in, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're going to have to shut it down soon. You don't have long.
I will say one thing. Also on Tuesday is Colorado and Cleveland. Marquez against Kluber, and Kluber is just rolling. That dude is friggin' dominant.
Yeah.
Pitch counts don't matter for him. I expect another awesome start for Kluber. Marquez on the other side has also been good. So this is one that I did hit, Drew Martin. I actually, and I don't usually do this because I don't usually buy and sell runs with totals because it indicates weakness on my part. But I did hit the under on that one, and I did buy up to 8. I got 8 minus 119 in the Cleveland Colorado game. And when the team totals come out, I'm probably going to take a shot with the Colorado team.
So why buy? You bought a half a point?
Yeah, which is a sign of I shouldn't have done that. I should have just stuck with the under 7.5 at plus 102. I rarely do that. I admit that when I do it, it's almost always a sign of weakness and not because of I try to factor in volatility and justify it to myself. I should have just taken 7.5 plus 102. But I bought up to 8 minus 119. I took the under on that one. I think Kluber's going to have another awesome start, and Marquez has been good. And if the game goes over, it's definitely going to be, in my opinion, because Cleveland hits Marquez. So I took the under there. I think we're going to get another awesome start from Kluber.
Okay, I don't disagree with you.
And then here we go Wednesday, Bartolo Colon Day. Next up,
low-hanging fruit.
Well, he's on the road against Milwaukee. Milwaukee obviously was slumped out offensively. Colon coming off of a surprising complete game start. I think this is it, baby. I think Colon gets absolutely shellacked in this start. At Milwaukee, against that lineup that's been underachieving, Colon off a complete game win. Where the hell did that come from? Even if Colon gets crushed here, he probably gets another start. I think this is it. I think if I could sell runs on team totals, I would do that. I would take Milwaukee over 6.5 at plus money or whatever. This is the day I think Colon's going to get crushed. And Woodruff is starting for Milwaukee. He actually is kind of promising, not bad. So I think maybe we also look at Milwaukee on the run line here. Okay.
I like Milwaukee too.
I think Colon's going to get crushed. I think this is it, baby. I think this is it. Colon's going to get crushed. Let's see. Odorizzi returns. He might need to start back. He's going up against Boston. He's at home. And then on Thursday, Casey in St. Louis, Hamill against Lynn. Hamill has been giving some nice starts recently, but again, Casey lost Salvador Perez, the catcher. That's a big loss for them, right?
I mean, I don't know about what his bat, maybe not, but more his glove, huh? Oh,
and his bat. He's the home run leader. He's a big bat in their lineup.
Yeah.
So that's a big loss. I'm looking for Casey to be overvalued in spots, and this might be one of them. Hamill against Lynn, because Hamill has actually had some nice starts recently. I'm assuming that St. Louis won't be a huge favorite here. Lynn has been great, but I don't know. I guess maybe we'll see 150, maybe 145 at that line. I'm thinking we got to be at that line or better. I think we got to be looking at St. Louis. That's on Thursday. Hamill against Lynn, and that just about wraps it up. Drew Martin, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm good. That was a nice little recap there, Pete.
Mm-hmm.
A couple guys chiming in. I think going after each other. We'll go through.
Here we go. Matthew Varnum asked the ultimate question. Pete, can you trust the Brewers' offense even against Cologne? My answer is yes, but I've trusted some people in the past and gotten massively burned. So I might not be the perfect person to ask about whom to trust and whom not to trust. But my answer to that ultimate question for the Wednesday card is yes. I do trust the Milwaukee's offense to hit even against Cologne. All right. And
guys, thanks for watching live.
Yes.
Can you please give us a thumbs up here? It helps
give us a thumbs up. Give us a like. That's it. Let's see. Tomorino Tomor saying Marquez has been strong against nearly every team he's faced the first time. Yeah. Yes. Let's see. I think Colorado revert back last year's good at home and horrible on the road. So sounds like Tomorino Tomor likes my play on the under tomorrow with Kluber and Marquez. And yes, once again, I do trust Milwaukee's lineup to hit Bartolo Colon in the next Bartolo Colon Day, which goes on Wednesday. Drew Martin and I will be back very soon to do our next show. I think we might not be doing it on Thursday because I think I'm out Thursday. But
where are you going?
I gotta take a little trip back to NYC. Little trip back. But I'm not sure if we're going to be doing our show on Thursday. But good show once again, and we got some stuff to look forward to this week in MLB.